Sunday night football here on the early edge. Chiefs laying 5.5 at the Giants, 45.5. The total up to 6.5. We're seeing some of that, good teaser spot for the Chiefs if you don't want to lay this number because they haven't looked very convincing. Larry, with that said, you like them to get off to a hot start and cover the first quarter.
Yeah, they're 0-2 for the first time since 2014. Patrick Mahomes has never started 0-2, and Travis Kelce is taking the responsibility for the drop that turned the whole game around. They had a chance to take a 17-13 lead over the Eagles, and the play goes the other way for a big interception. So I'm going to trust Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes to come out with a nice script and jump on this Giants team, which has been terrible at home. And last year, their average result at home was a loss by more than 11 points. I do think I don't want to lay this big of a number for a full game, especially after what we saw from the Giants offense in Dallas. But I do trust Mahomes and Reid to get off to a good start.
Will, like you said earlier, Russ tore up that Dallas secondary. You have a lean on the under full game here, though.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see vintage 2015 Russell Wilson against this Chiefs defense. It's been pretty good. I mean, maybe a little bit hard to know, but, because Herbert looked great against him in week one. And then we just don't, the Eagles just don't throw the ball, apparently. I think the Giants will struggle to score here a lot more than they did last week. No bleep Sherlock. But I think the Chiefs are going to want to win. I don't think they're going to come in and just go Star Wars on us against this Giants defense. I think they'll try to run the football a bunch, come out. I do like that early first quarter pick that Larry mentioned, just because I think they start hot after going to 0-2. I just don't think we see a ton of points. I think we see, particularly the Chiefs, if they get a lead, melt the clock. Andy Reid's second half unders are always fantastic looks. Would probably lean towards the Giants a little bit, but just because this line has gotten out of control.
And the Giants defense, too, top 5 in pressure rate right now. I know we'd like a 7 a lot more than a 6.5, RJ, but you're going to take the 6.5?
Yeah, I'm fine with the 6.5. I get that the Chiefs are desperate, 0-2 start, the unfamiliar territory. This does not look like the Chiefs. And we're used, even when they weren't playing very well offensively, they were still a top 15 team in scoring. They don't have playmakers right now with Rashee Rice out, Xavier Worthy still managing his injury. Offense has to run through Marquise Brown, run through Travis Kelce, who is definitely not the same Travis Kelce of even a year ago early in the season. I think his play has fallen off. So what do they do? How are they going to score points in this game? I get that the Giants defense has not played well, but I think that they have the pieces to perform well, and they're not going to have to face George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb and players like that in this matchup, or even going back to that Washington matchup where they had to face Deebo Samuel, Terry McLaurin coming into after a short preseason with his contract situation. So I think this is a better matchup for that defense. For those worried about the Giants offense going back into a hole after Kansas City's defense showed up last week, I do like the Chiefs team total under. I do think Larry is right on that first quarter spread of playing the Chiefs. They should be able to get out to a lead just through good planning and being able to outcoach the Giants. But I don't see them extending that lead, and I think it's going to be a pretty close game. So plus 6.5, another ugly dog. Mark it down on the slate that we're taking all these ugly dogs, and this is going to be another one for me.